Hey, what's up YouTubers, and welcome back to another Todd E. Walnuts video. And the gang is all here. We have Miss Hannah on the right and Miss Heidi on the left, and she's just about ready to get comfortable here so we can go over some of my favorite Arrow video releases to date. Now, I don't have every single release that Arrow has put out, but I'm going to go over some of my favorite editions that I own in my collection, and this is just my opinion of some of the favorite stuff that they released. You can see that I kind of have somewhat of a method here that I'm going to be going over, but for the most part it's just going to be in a random order. These are not in any particular order, although I will save my very favorite set for the very end of this video. So kick your feet up, relax, get yourself a beverage and some chips, and let's go over some of my favorite editions from Arrow Video. Before I go over my list, I want to give a shout out to a friend and fellow YouTuber who has shown me love in some of his videos. He's a very entertaining guy. I really enjoy watching his videos, and his name is Master Chaos TV. I'm going to link his channel down below so you guys can go check him out. Give him a sub. He is about 20 some odd subscribers away from hitting 300, and that's his goal. He has a contest going. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want you to go to his channel, subscribe, and watch some of his videos so you can find out for yourself what his contest is. And we need to get about 28-ish subs before August 1st, which is about a week away from today as I'm recording. So I think we can do that. I think we can get him over 28 subs in the next week. So please check that link below and go show Master Chaos TV some love and let him know that Todd E. Walnuts sent you. Okay, so I don't want to make this video too long because the last video I uploaded from Blue Underground was over an hour long, and it was telling me that I didn't have enough space on my phone. I had to delete a bunch of stuff, so hopefully this will be much shorter. But I'm going to go over a couple of things here first. These are just single editions with slipcovers that I wanted to add in this video as some of my favorite releases from Arrow Video. And this is the 1982 suspense horror film from Brian De Palma called Raising Cain. And this one stars John Lithgow in a way that you really don't think of him. He plays a very sinister role in this movie, and it was a different role for me to see him as that, because he's always kind of a jolly comedic type actor, and to see him in this movie like that was really, really good. And I love this slipcover edition. I have it in plastic, so I'm not going to pull it out. Some of them I will pull out and show you, but these first couple I'm not going to. But take a look at that cover. So it's a very good movie and a very, very nice release from Arrow Video. So I want to make sure that I added this to the pile. And it says the limited edition contains 2 versions of the film. And it's a Blu-ray DVD. It's actually a 3D or a 3-disc set. You get 2 Blu-rays and a DVD. So that is the first one, Raising Cain. The next one is a film that's been released many, many times by many different companies. So this is probably one of the most produced movies, but I really love this edition. This is Killer Clowns from Outer Space with this slipcover, and it has a like a metallic-y foil effect to it, and it just looks really, really good. Definitely wanted to add this one to the collection to show you guys some of my favorite movies from Arrow Video. And you can see that it has a ton of special contents. So that is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. The next one is another beautiful slipcover edition. This is called The Guyver. It's a sci-fi horror film starring Michael Berryman. You can see him there at the top. But check out that cover. It has that foil effect. I mean, it's really, really nice. I know most of you probably own all or most of the stuff I'm going to show today, but there are viewers who come onto my channel sometimes who just recently discovered Arrow Video and they want some suggestions. So this is basically what the video is for, because I know a lot of you guys have these already. So that is the Guyver, and now we're going to get into some box sets. The next box set here is from Arrow Academy, and I was really excited to see when they released this. This is the 4 Marx Brothers at Paramount from 1929 to 1933. And not everything that Arrow puts out is sci-fi or horror, and I'm really glad that they put this box set out. It's beautiful. I really recommend it, especially if you're a Marx Brothers fan. You get Duck Soup, Monkey Business, Horse Feathers, the Coconuts, and Animal Crackers, and plus you do get a pretty decent sized book. And how can you not be a fan of Groucho and his brothers? So many comedians have walked in his shoes or chose their profession because of, you know, the Marx Brothers and what they accomplished in the early days. Comedians like Jerry Seinfeld, Gary Shandling, Adam Sandler, a lot of those guys were big Marx Brothers fans, and it helped them to kind of pave the way for some of those younger guys. So this is a set I really recommend. If you guys haven't picked it up, check it out and seek it and pick it up and buy it. Enjoy it. So you can see I have really no pattern to this video because we go from the Marx Brothers to the Hellraiser Scarlet box, which is probably one of my favorite box sets in my entire collection, not just from Arrow, but my whole collection. This is Hellraiser 1, 2, and 3. This one's signed by Doug Bradley in gold or silver Sharpie. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have this one already. I'll open it really quick just to kind of show you the insides of it. But if you want to check out the specs and the contents there, if you can make that out, you can pause it and check it out. And it comes with the 200-page book. I mean, this is just a beauty. So let's open it up really quick. So just really quick, because I don't want to spend too much time on one particular box set, but it's a pretty nice shell. And this lifts off the top. And the inside it says, "I am in hell, help me." You get the 200-page hardbound book. It's beautiful. I'm not going to go through every page, but it's really, really nice. Nice glossy pages, tons of write-ups about the film. You get some really nice stills, everything very, very high quality. You get some really nice artwork there in the front. And then you get some digipacks on the inside, and this one was called Documents of Blood. And you get some little art cards and a poster that folds out. I'm sure if you wanted to see a more in-depth unboxing of this, you can find it on YouTube here, but I'm just going to keep moving on. This is the Clive Barker Legacy, some extras, and then you get the films part 1, 2, and 3, and I think these are actually backwards. So you got there's 3. Really nice cover there. Here's 2, and there is 1. So it's a beautiful set, and we are going to keep moving on. So many of you, if not most or all of you who watch this channel, are probably big George A. Romero fans. And this is the box set that Arrow released of the films that Romero released between Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead. And it's a 3-movie set, which you get the Crazies, Season of the Witch, and There's Always Vanilla. And it comes with a nice book. And this is a must-own. And you can see in the back that there's some specs. It's an all-region Blu-ray DVD combo. And if you want to pause it, you can. You get a 4K restoration of The Crazies, 4K restoration of Season of the Witch, a 2K restoration from There's Always Vanilla, and you get a 1080p high def limited edition contents, the extras. So very, very glad to have that in my collection. The next box set that I'm really glad to have in my collection is the DONCarelli Phantasm box set, which comes with the sphere. And you can see on the J card here that it has some of the limited edition contents there. You can want to pause that and read it. But you get Phantasm. You get two different editions of it, the original 1979 and the 2016 remaster. You also get Phantasm 2, Phantasm 3, Phantasm 4 Oblivion, and Phantasm 5 Ravager, plus you get a bonus disc. So this thing is just chock full of goodness. And you can see that it comes with the sphere. And I don't know how well that turned out because you probably got a reflection from my flash. But this is definitely a must-own. If you don't have it, seek it out and add it to your collection. The next two box sets are the American Horror Project, Volume 1 and Volume 2, which I will show you separately. These are really cool editions because these movies are very obscure and probably a lot of people never watched these or even heard of them until Arrow Video released these. I mean, they're pretty low buck and they were under the radar for many, many people, including myself. Some of these I did see, but you know, a lot of people probably didn't hear of these before. These are drive-in type movies, and again, they're very low budget, but you get Malatesta's Carnival of Blood, The Witch Who Came from the Sea, and The Premonition, and you do get a nice, decent-sized book. Looking forward to Volume 3. So, give you a little panning here. These are all region and Blu-ray DVD combo. And then here is Volume 2. In this one you get Dark August, Dream No Evil, and The Child. And these are hit or miss movies. There's a lot of people who didn't really care much for these movies, but the point is that Arrow kind of resurrected some of these films to make them available for us to watch, and I'm really thankful for that. So you get each movie in its own Amaray case, and you get another thick book inside there. And these are really, really nice editions, and I'm glad to have these, and I will continue to keep buying these as they put them out. The next one is a double billing of a giallo film by a director named Luciano Ercoli, and these are the Death Walks Twice movies. These were released on DVD in the US by a company called No Shame, and that company went belly up. And those DVDs were very valuable and hard to find. They were very expensive. So I was really glad when Arrow Video released these on Blu-ray in a beautiful box set. So you get Death Walks at Midnight and Death Walks on High Heels, plus you get a nice book again. And it talks a little bit about the limited edition contents. These are limited to 3,000 for this box set. A little bit of write-ups about the movies. And these are region A and B, and these are Blu-ray DVD combo. And this is definitely one of my favorite sets from Arrow in my collection. I chose to show only 2 of Argento's films in this video, and that's because if I really wanted to pick all the movies I really loved from Arrow Video, I would just show you my entire collection. But I just wanted to show you Deep Red here, and then there's another one I'm going to show you next. The reason I have 2 of these is it was originally released as a Region B and kind of a cheaper made box set. The outer shell is very weak and flimsy. This is a 3-disc limited edition contents, and again, this was only released on Region B. and this was released in 2015. And a lot of people got it, and it still is a beautiful release. You get a poster inside there, you get the movie, and then there's a book, a thick book. And then a year or two later, they released the Region A for US, and they put it in this really hard shell, outer shell, and it's a really much better quality release. And I'm thinking at some point, this is the 4K scan of it. At some point I'll probably get rid of the Region B, but for now I have two of them. But this is one of my favorite Argento slashers, giallo films, and I really don't hear too many people talk about this one. I think more people should give it a shot. And if you watched it and didn't really care for it, maybe give it a second shot. Maybe it will grow on you. But this is a really, really nice addition. And glad to have that in the collection. That is Deep Red. And the next one, and the last Argento for this video, is Phenomena. And again, this is a beautiful edition. It comes with two cuts of the movie. You get Phenomena and the cut version, Creepers, and you get a nice book. And these are 4K restorations of the film. And you see, let's see, you get a brand new 4K restoration of the film. You get Blu-ray presentations of all three versions of the film. You get the 116-minute Italian, the 110-minute International, and the highly cut 83-minute Creepers. So Creepers is cut quite a bit. And you do get all these bonus features, which is, I mean, amazing. It's beautiful. And this was a Region B. But if you have a region-free player, you never have to worry about what region it is. And I can't stress enough how everybody should have a region-free player. But that is Phenomena, and we will continue to move on. The next set here is one that I've shown in videos quite a bit. This is the Pieces puzzle box set. And it just opens like so. You have the puzzle that the little boy is putting together in the beginning, and you have the box set. There's a little warning. What you will see in the movie Pieces cannot be revealed, cannot be described, cannot even be imagined. And you have this really nice set here. This is the 4K transfer. This is a Region B Blu-ray DVD combo. And when you put the puzzle together, I think it's a 100-piece puzzle if I remember correctly, you get that image right there, which we're going to keep moving on. But that is the exact same image and puzzle that the boy was putting together in the beginning of this film, Pieces. And I really love this edition. Talks a little bit about it on the back. Also came with a vinyl record, which I do have that as well. I have that in a different spot. This was limited to 1,000 pieces. They came with the 180-gram vinyl and the jigsaw puzzle. You don't have to go to Texas for a Chainsaw Massacre. I added a couple of spaghetti westerns to my pile here of favorites, and the first one is Django. I was lucky enough to pre-order this the first time it came around, and I know some of you missed out on the first crack at it, but a lot of you were able to grab it the second time around, so I'm glad to hear that a lot of you guys did pick that up. This is the Sergio Corbucci Django, starring Franco Nero, and it comes with the it comes with the hard shell case, really nice. Comes with the poster, I'm not going to pull that out. Comes with the movie, and it's a double billing because you get Django on disc 1 and Texas Adios on disc 2. That was the limited edition exclusive for this box set. And you get a beautiful book, and it looks like it's 60 pages. Really nice stills from the film, some write-ups, really, really beautiful set. So that is Django. I'm going to put that away now. We'll move on. What the heck, I'll show you the poster anyway. That is the image on the front. And I believe it is a double-sided. And there is the image on the back. Beautiful piece. And we have the complete Sartana. And this was very important that Arrow put this out, because for a long time there's a company in the US called Wild East, and they were planning on putting out a box set for many years, and it just didn't go anywhere. And finally Arrow Video got the rights to these movies, and they put out a beautiful box set. And I'm going to go through and show you guys all of the editions. I just wanted to show you the box really quick. I'm going to pause it here, and we're going to go through every title. So Wild East did put out this title on DVD. If you meet Sartana, pray for your death. That is the first in the series. And the second one is I am Sartana, your angel of death. Sartana is here. Trade your pistol for a coffin. Have a good funeral, my friend. Sartana will pay. And light the fuse. Sartana is coming. And they always had really cool titles for these spaghetti westerns. And then you get another beautiful book here. It's probably 60 pages, I would say, close to it. But I like that color scheme, that kind of blood red orange. And it talks about some of the other spaghetti westerns in the genre. And then you got some stills and some write-ups. Very, very cool. Recommend that set, and if you don't have it, look for it, add it to your collection, and we will move on. The next box set is called Blood Hunger, the films of Jose Larraz. You get Whirlpool, The Coming of Sin, and Vampires. And there's a little belly band. I took that off already. And you get a beautiful hardcover shell for the movies. Talks about the limited edition contents. And you get Whirlpool 1970, Vampires 74, and The Coming of Sin 78. And then on the inside you get each movie on its own Amaray case, and you get a nice book. Beautiful set. That is another one I strongly recommend. The next one here is one of my favorite horror films of all time, and this is ReAnimator. It's a sci-fi horror, kind of has comedy elements to it a little bit. You get a nice book, and you get a digipack style edition on the inside. You get 4K restorations, 2 different versions of the film, integral, and you get a comic inside as well, and the unrated version of the film. We're going to open this up really quick and take a peek. You get another hard shell, beautiful set, beautiful slip box there. Here's the comic. It's a very thick comic book, very high quality, glossy pages, very bright, vibrant colors. Just an all-around beautiful piece. And here's the digipack style. You get the unrated and the integral version, and you get some art cards here. But I'm sure most of you own this set already. If you don't, definitely consider adding that to your collection. And next we have Bride of ReAnimator, which I really like that color scheme with that kind of fluorescent green with that dark black shiny background. It looks really nice. You can take a quick look here at the J card. It's a 3-disc limited edition set. You get two Blu-rays and a DVD in this set. The only thing is, as beautiful as that outer shell looks, it's a very thin and chintzy. You can see that it's already kind of pulling apart, and this hardly ever gets touched. So that's just the nature of the beast. When you have a cheap outer shell like this, it won't last very long. But you get, again, you get a book, very even thicker book, another comic. At the time it's black and white with a little bit of color in it. And you get another digipack style packaging here with some art cards again. And you get the 3 discs. So very glad to have that in the collection. The next box set here is Creepshow 2. One of them is red, one of them is purple. One of them was a US exclusive and one was a Canadian exclusive, and I can't remember which one is which. I should have did a little quick research, I just didn't feel like doing it. But it's a 2K scan of Creepshow 2. This is Region A. They're both Region A. Comes with the movie, and it comes with the book. And that's the one I watched. This one is still sealed. I don't need to have them both open, but it's the same exact thing, just a different color. And again, one was exclusive to Canada, one was exclusive to the US. So glad to have that. I actually like the purple one a little bit better because if you look at the images in the back of this one, you get the creeper reading his comic book, but if you look at the images, they're just kind of a silver, kind of a stencil drawing in the background. If you look at the purple one, they're in color. So I really like the way that the purple one looks. The next one is An American Werewolf in London, another one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Again, it's kind of a horror with some comedy elements in it a little bit. Everybody loves this movie. And I'm sure most of you guys do own this one. This is the Region B. Look at all the limited edition contents you get there. And you get a poster at the top. You get a book, and you get the movie. And that artwork is just beautiful. You can see the transformation scene there at the bottom. That is a beautiful piece. The next edition is called Beyond the Door. The movie is okay. It's so-so. I would call it middle of the road at best, but this box set is really nice. And that cover looks really good. You can definitely tell it's kind of an Exorcist ripoff. You get a poster, a book, and the movie. Next one is Fulci's City of the Living Dead. Same thing, it comes in with a nice hard shell, beautiful artwork on the front. You get a poster, a book, and the movie. Really love these deluxe collector's edition sets that Arrow puts out. They're really nice. If you want to see some of the bonus features, if you could even read those, but you get a 60-page book and all these special features here. That is Fulci's City of the Living Dead. The next box set is called Black Cats, and it has two adaptations of Edgar Allan Poe's classic novels by Sergio Martino and Fulci. And you get Your Vice is a Locked Room and Only I Have the Key by Martino, and the Black Cat by Fulci, and you get a really nice thick book there that comes with that set. And this was limited to 3,000. And it was an A-B release. Very glad to have that in the collection. Okay, we're getting to the nitty-gritty here. I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more box sets, and then I have 2 standalone editions that I'm going to recommend that you guys watch if you haven't watched them already. And then I'm going to save my favorite box set for the very end. Next one is Candyman. Everybody loves this movie. They're going to remake this movie. I don't know how I feel about that, but that's neither here nor there. These are just about the box sets in my collection. This is a 2-disc set. Disc 1, you get the US R-rated version, and disc 2, you get the UK theatrical version. And I don't want to skimp over this artwork. It's beautiful. There's the great Tony Todd. Dare you to say his name 5 times. And in this set, you get a poster, a book, and the movie. Just like a lot of these box sets have. I really, really love these box sets. Here is one of their earliest box sets, and this is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. It comes in a very thin and kind of a flimsy outer shell, but you get a lot in this set. You get the movie, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. You get American Freak Illuminations and Tobe Hooper's early works. I'll get into those here in a second. But this is a 3-disc limited edition set. Disc 1 is the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Disc 2 is Blu-ray and DVD, and it's Tobe Hooper's early works. And you get some of his early movies, including Eggshells from 1970 and The Heisters from 1965. You get a 100-page book. So let's take a quick peek inside. So you get a little advertising card for the Burbs. I didn't add any steelbooks or DVDs in this collection because I didn't want the video to be too long, but here is the, I think it was limited to 10,000. I got number 2,384. There is Tobe Hooper's early works on a Blu-ray and a DVD. Here's another advertising card for With Nail and I. Here's the 100-page book. If you're a fan of this movie, you already own it. You already know everything about this movie. But again, for those who don't, maybe you're new to the game and you want to, a little bit of info about some of these past releases, I'm here for you. And there is the movie Texas Chainsaw 2. So we will move on. The next one is a David Cronenberg classic. It is a crazy movie, but it is a very fun ride. I enjoy this movie. This is Videodrome. And you get a lot in this box set too. You get Videodrome and 4 of Cronenberg's early works. So you get Videodrome on Blu-ray Disc 1 and DVD Disc 2. And David Cronenberg's early works on Blu-ray Disc 3 and DVD Disc 4, which includes, let's see, Transfer from 1966, From the Drain from 1967, and Cronenberg's previously unavailable short films restored by the Toronto International Film Festival. You get Stereo from 1969 and Crimes of the Future from 1970. So that alone is well worth picking this up to have these in one box set. Plus you get a 100-page hardback book. So let me pause it here and we'll get inside this box set. So this first little digipack here on the right is the 4 early works of Cronenberg on 2 different discs. Very nice. What is that? And you get Videodrome on Blu-ray and DVD. And then you get this beautiful hardcover book, 100-page book, very, very nice. That they would put that much effort into a book for a box set is unbelievable, but that's the Arrow way. They have set a standard and they set the bar very high. So that is the Videodrome box set. Very much recommended. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, only a few left. So if you made it this far, give yourselves a pat on the back. I really appreciate you guys spending time with me. It means a lot to me that you come back and watch my videos and you watch them all the way through. If you made it this far, please comment below and say pimp. Lets me know that you guys made it this far, and I really appreciate that. The next box set is John Carpenter's The Thing, and this is another beautiful, great movie, beautiful box set. You get a poster, a book, the Amore case with the movie. You get a 4K restoration of the film. Everything that you want and need in this movie is all in this box set. It is Region B, however, so I really encourage you guys to, the ones that don't have a region-free player, please consider getting one and open up a whole new world for yourself of movies that are out there. The next box set here, the second to last box set I'm going to show, because I'm going to save my favorite for the end, is the House collection. And this is the one that contains House, House 2, the second story, House 3, the horror show, and House 4, the repossession, plus it comes with the hardcover book. We'll get into the insides of this one. I just want to show you the back really quick. And this is a beautiful set. Even though the movies aren't the greatest, they're still very fun to watch. It kind of reminds me of the Amityville series, whereas some of the early Amityville movies were very good, and as the series went along, they got pretty bad, but they were still enjoyable. Same goes with this House box set. So let me pause it and we'll take a look at the inside. So just very quickly, here are the covers. You have House, House 2, the second story, all of which are very, very good covers. House 3, the horror show, House 4, the repossession. And then you get this beautiful hardcover book again. It's unbelievable that Arrow Video puts hardcover books in their box sets, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And again, the pages are very glossy, you know, very colorful, very high quality. You get tons of stills, beautiful imagery there, and tons of write-ups. Everything you need in a box set all together here in one set. Okay, now we're at the point in the video where I'm going to give you guys suggestions of movies that you should see at some point that I highly recommend. And these were both Arrow Video. This is a Arrow Video release here, and the next one is an Arrow Academy release. Then I'm going to show you a box set at the end, and we're going to wrap this video up. This is called Thief. It's a film by Michael Mann, starring James Caan, about safe crackers and thieves, and it's a very, very excellent movie. I love this movie. This was limited to 3,000. Comes with it's a 4K transfer. Comes with a nice slipcover. But this movie was also released by Criterion, I believe. If you haven't watched this movie, pick it up, either if it's Criterion or Arrow. Just blind buy it if you haven't heard of it or seen it before. Definitely worth a watch. You will love that movie. That is Thief. And the second one is an American Western. This is called the Oxbow Incident. I'm a big Clint Eastwood fan. And if you watch a lot of Clint Eastwood interviews or read a lot about him, he mentions that this is his favorite movie of all time. I didn't see it until recently, probably about 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer. It's a very, very good Western. It has a very good ending. The ending really makes you think. It's one of those, it's a very good movie. It stars Henry Fonda. This is a 4K restoration. It looks absolutely beautiful. It's black and white, but it is so crisp. And if you watch this movie, it will leave a lasting effect on you, I guarantee it. Let's see who else is in here. It says right on the back, too, a favorite of both Clint Eastwood and star Henry Fonda. It's one of his favorite movies that he was in, and he stars in this movie, and he plays a very good role. And my grandfather was a big Henry Fonda fan and a Clint Eastwood fan as well. I've really grown to love Henry Fonda over the years as I get older. I really appreciate his works, and this is one of his best movies. You do get a lot of special edition contents here. There's a 45-minute documentary. You can get this relatively cheap. It's a 2-disc set, and I strongly recommend picking that up and watching it. If any of you have seen this, comment down below and let me know what you thought of it. No spoilers, because the ending, I guess it's open to interpretation, but I think even just talking about it might spoil it for some people, so try to keep it spoiler-free. Let's get into my favorite and the last box set in this video. So the last box set and the last movies in this video are the Vincent Price in the 6 Gothic Tales by Edgar Allan Poe. You get The Fall of the House of Usher, Tales of Terror, The Pit and the Pendulum, The Raven, The Haunted Palace, and The Tomb of Ligeia. I still don't really know how to pronounce that. I don't really like these belly bands, but I keep it with the set because it's just how I do it. But you really get a beautiful set here. I think this is long out of print and it's probably pretty pricey. You get a really nice hardcover book, and you get all of the movies here. I'm not going to go through and name them all again, but you can see them all there. And these are just very, very fun, atmospheric movies with one of the greatest actors of all time, Vincent Price, from adaptations of one of the greatest authors of all time, Edgar Allan Poe. And these movies will take you to a happy place. These are very, very good movies. So that was it, guys. I'm not going to do a recap because there were so many, but I want to thank you all for checking this video out. I think the dogs are kind of tuckered out, but I want you to please go below and click that link and check out Master Chaos TV's channel. Tell him Toddy Walnut sent you. Help him reach his goal of 300. It's for a good cause. I like to see channels grow. Yep, that's it. I guess I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. See you next time.